Hello everybody, it's standard 6. Let's start the revision for yearly examination of English. Question number 7. Read the following paragraph and write the answers of the following questions. It will be for 5 marks. Total there are 4 paragraphs. Okay, total there are 4 paragraphs. From these 4 any can come. So you have to make it ready these 4 paragraphs question answers. So first number, we must do all that we can to stop conflicts and civil war. Most conflicts happen in poor countries, especially which are badly governed or where power and wealth are not distributed fairly between different tribal or religious groups. So the best way to check fighting is to make a political argument in which all groups have their representatives. The need is to ensure human rights and economic development of all. The next fundamental freedom is one that is not mentioned in the UN Charter. In 1945, the leaders could not imagine that such a situation would arise. That it is freedom of future generations to live on this planet. Even now, many of us have not understood its importance. We are using up the limited resources for our present use. We are overusing and even wasting them. We are in fact robbing our children of their right to live. We must preserve our forests, fisheries and wildlife. All of these are collapsing because of our own habit of consuming or destroying them. Now, first number, answer the following questions in briefly. First number, A number, why do most conflicts happen in the poor countries? So the answer already has been given. So the answer is most conflicts happen in the poor countries because they are generally badly governed. B number, what is the best way to check conflicts? So the answer is the best way to check conflicts is to make a political arrangement in which all groups have their representatives. C number, what is meant by the freedom of future generation to live? So the answer is C number. It means the right of the coming generation to live. D number, how are we robbing our children of their basic right? So the answer is D number. We are using up the limited resources for our present use. Thus, we are doing injustice to the future generation. E number, what must we preserve for our children? So the answer is we must save our forest and fisheries for use by our great grandchildren. Second number, the paragraph has been given. Let's read the paragraph first. Food can be maintained and save life. It can destroy life as well. Proper food serves as medicine. Improper food works as poison. A little care about the quality and quantity of food will keep us healthy and happy. If we go about eating all sorts of things we should become sick. We take pride in calling ourselves civilized. Being sensible means to know the difference between good and bad, right and wrong. It will not do to become slaves to our tongue or taste. Even cattle, birds, and beasts eat only what is best for their body. We mostly eat processed food and refined sugar. We pay heavily for junk food, for Chinese dishes or deep fried hygiene, healthy diet, and the advice of our elder. Deep fried snakes. As a result, we catch disease. We have drifted away from Mother Nature. We laugh at the rules of hygiene, healthy diet, and advice of our elders. This has given rise to diabetes. We offer chocolates, cakes, and ice creams too often to our children. We also attend parties or dinner out every day. This way, we invite obesity and diabetes. Now, answer the following question. Answer the following question briefly. First number, A number. What are the functions of food? So the answer is A. Food maintains and saves life. B number. What is meant by improper food? So the answer is B number. Food which is of poor quality and has harmful effect on the body. C number. What does civilized life imply? So the answer is C number. Being civilized means to know what is right and what is wrong. D number. Explain. We have drifted away from nature. So the answer is D number. Our lifestyle has pushed us away from nature. E number. How does modern lifestyle and food habits affect us? So the answer is we don't follow the rules of hygiene and healthy diet. We eat processed, fried, and junk food, and we invite obesity and diabetes. Now, third number, there is a paragraph. Let's read the paragraph first. Sarojini Naidu was educated in her early years under her father's own care. He wanted her to become a great mathematician or scientist, but she loved to dream and write poems. She was hardly even when she wrote her first poem. At 13, she wrote a long poem in the manner of famous English poets. After her matriculation in India, she went to England for higher education. In London, she met Sir Edmund Gosse, a distinguished man of letters. He was impressed by her knowledge and intelligence. He was surprised to see that she had written poems in flawless English, but felt disappointment to find that They had nothing of the East in them. They were all about English sites. From this day onwards, she devoted herself in writing verses about India. Now answer the following questions in briefly. A number, under whose care did Sarojini Naidu receive her education? So the answer is A number. Sarojini Naidu received her education under the care of her father. B number, what did Sarojini's father want to make her? So the answer is B number. He wanted her to become a great mathematician or scientist. C number, at what age did Sarojini Naidu write a poem? So the answer is C number. Sarojini Naidu wrote the poem at the age of 11. D number, at what age Sarojini Naidu write a long poem? So the answer is D number. She wrote a long poem at the age of 13. E number, what did Edmund Goose find in her poems? So the answer is E number. Edmund Goose found that there was nothing of the East in her poems. Now, fourth number paragraph. A smile makes you attractive. According to American dentists Melvin and Aline DeHultz, an attractive smile should show most of the upper teeth, at least two-thirds of the length. Just the tips of the lower teeth. When you smile a real smile, two things happen to your face. Your lips move upwards, your cheeks themselves go up and gathered in the skin around the eyes. And a real smile will usually only last for up to 4 seconds. False smiles are seen on the faces of politicians who have just lost an election, people who fake they are happy to see you, and door-to-door salesmen. False smile usually appears slightly too early or too late, and they tend to go on for too long. But if you really want to know if a smile is real or false, look at their eyes. They brighten up. In a false smile, they don't change. However much the person has practiced smiling. Now answer the following questions briefly. A number, why is a smile good for health? So the answer is a smile slows down our heart rate and blood pressure, and our body begin to relax. B number, what should you do if you are feeling unhappy? So the answer is B number. The simple act of smiling in the first step of feeling better. C number, what do American dentists Melvin and Aline Denholtz say about smile? So the answer is, they say an attractive smile should show most of the upper teeth, at least two-thirds of the length, just the lips of the lower teeth. D number, how to judge a genuine smile? So the answer is D number, we should look at the eyes. They brighten up. Our eyes do not change in false smile. E number, find the word find the word in paragraph 2 second, which is the antonym of repulsive. So the answer is attractive. Answer is E number, attractive. So dear students, here we have completed question number 7. You just write it down one time and make it ready. Okay, thank you.